credit is power. A lot of people have the misconception that if you want to build business credit, you have to have perfect personal credit, which that is not true.
Right.
You want to have good personal credit. So that's something that everyone should be working on. If you're not at least a 700, you should be working on your credit because you never know when you're going to need it.
Absolutely.
Many people that I come across, they don't really care about their credit until they need it for something. I want to buy a house, so I want to fix my credit. I want to buy a new car, so I want to fix my credit. I can count probably on maybe one hand out of over 150 people that I've spoken to that told me, when they spoke with me, that they just wanted to fix their credit because they wanted to have better credit or that they wanted to be able to teach their children. So let me take that back. It should definitely start with creating a budget for yourself if you don't have one, because you have to know. Some people don't know. I've sat in front of people that have cried, when we were going over budget because they couldn't believe how much they were spending on something that really didn't matter. And they're wondering, I have this credit score. They are not paying off this debt, but you just spent $300 on something that makes no sense, And so the importance is knowing where you stand financially first. So creating that budget. We all have been, at a low point in our lives.
Yeah.
You have to learn from those experiences. You should never be embarrassed if you have poor credit. You should be embarrassed if you know you have poor credit and you're not going to do anything about it. And you just let it continue, to be poor without trying to improve it or getting help to improve it. So I always, make that decipher between the two. Are you embarrassed because of your credit? Or you should be embarrassed if you're not going to fix it or do anything to help it. So it's nothing embarrassing about having bad credit. At some point, most people were there or are there. When you think something, that's what it is. It's just a thought. But when you say it out loud to someone, now it kind of, becomes, you put it into the atmosphere. Now you have someone that knows about it. So now you can be held accountable. So if you're not working towards it, you're going to have that person or whomever you told looking at you like, well, did you do this?
Yep.
And so I think that's great because we all need accountability partners.
Absolutely.
We do in every aspect, whether it's weight loss or, savings goals, credit goals, like that's what it is. It doesn't necessarily have to be a competition, but those are fun too.
Yes.
Just to, uplift people. So I think that, talking out loud about money, you should be positive and you should kind of reach for the sky, even though some people may not be realistic when they're setting goals. At least, say what your dreams are. If you want to make $30,000 a month, then you say that, put it into the atmosphere, and then you can't just say it and don't do anything. Put a plan in action. Write down what is it going to take for you to get to that point. Get yourself a formula together, and work on it every single day. And I think, just saying things out loud puts that motivation behind you to want to do it. Since you told somebody, you're like, okay, so I talked to this person about this. I can't show up like this. So now what am I going to do? Now you have eyes on you. So you feel like you need to. And so even you holding yourself more accountable because you've opened up and told someone else about it.
That's a good point.